administrative service. They have been, they have been posted without consulting the Chief Minister. Even appointment of the governor as per the law, you all are the exponent of the law, legal expert. The Chief Minister is to be consulted by the center. They have never done. And the Chief Secretary's posting transfer also never have consulted. How the officer can have, any allegiance to us? Officers, all of a sudden an officer has been posted within 1 week he has joined, and then within 2 days they used to call back and say, Mr. Apang, the officer has been posted back and immediately released them. We are just making the payment for them, for the officers who have joined and come and gone back. So it is at the cost of the state action, and they cannot be under control. But very luckily, the officer, till today, so many IAS officer, IPS officer, and the Indian Forest officer, everybody have got the high respect for me and to me and my colleagues and the people. They have been. Arunachal and Mizoram have been made as a, the dumping ground of those officers whom the center did not like. But they are also good officers. They didn't know. When they joined with us, they have been turned to be very excellent officers. When we used to hear that an officer with a bad track record has been sent, I do not know. They used to say what you behave, but we used to see them, they are very good officers. It is a person to person. Good officers have been, they used to make it, them as punishment posting. With some good officers, their morale has been affected. It is happening. Till today, we do not know what is the Central Home Ministry is doing. At least, whenever we want that officer is to be posted, they should have been, but consulted with us without any consultation. And all the programs have also been as per the one uniform policy. But I must say that India is not uniform in cultural and language and other system. What South Indian eats may not be suited to even the food. Food system is also not the same or uniform to Northern India, Eastern India and Western India, Central India. We used to speak different dialects, different language, different wear different costumes, and they eat different foods. But we are united India. We are Indians. So likewise, our planning system, what plan program is required in Arunachal Pradesh may not be required in Bengal. What it may be required for Punjab may not be required in Nagaland. And what Tamil Nadu required to implement certain schemes and policies under their award policies desired by the people may not be applicable to the Himachal Pradesh. So now all this should be left to the state government. Then only, for the sake many of the states who are unnecessarily agitating will also be stopped. They will also come to the sense that they will also, actively involved and participate in building of the nation. So I would like to see that list that we should see that respecting the needs of the people and of particular people. The people of particular state. That should be allowed to be made by, the policies should be framed by the leaders of that elected the government. So therefore, I personally feel that it is all intellectual persons like you now should not remain idle, shall have to come forward and open the ears and eyes of the people. If we are the politicians are going in wrong track, kindly tell us that you are going in the wrong track. If some, certain people, they are going in doing wrong thing, kindly point it out. We remain as a, pathfinder for us. Because wherever you are, but our aim is the same. We want a strong, united, prosperous, India. If we are to achieve it, every intellectual people, they should not confine in their lecture hall, but they should keep in writing also. That can at least help us a lot in our future years to come. I think I have got to a certain extent, which I should not have said in this occasion, but then out of emotion, because I have been elated with all the, I'm overwhelmed with all your love and affection and confidence that you have given to me. So therefore, I think in a particular mood, I could be able to say something. If I have said something wrong, I would like to take it back and withdraw it. But whatever genuinely I have said in the national interest, count it and keep it in the court and accept it. I'm once again extremely grateful to His Excellency the Election Commissioner, who could able to be here a function of which I think it is that organized for me. He has really he has remained here as the moral poster and Chief Justice, retired Chief Justice of the High Court, Calcutta High Court and Orissa High Court, and also the eminent media consultant like Daniel Shuri, and so many intellectuals, they are here. And I'm really personally grateful to you and for your kind and patient hearing to me. And I would like to try to find out, proper occasion in future if I can really come with certain and proper preparation. However, I think this is enough for me. In future, I look forward to your kind cooperation and guidance and blessings. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. We all praise your sentiments and thankful to Mr. G.V.D. Krishnamurthy, who was supposed to attend one function at 6 p.m. and we feel sorry for the organizers there. Now, I will request Mr. Justice B.S. Kevatia, retired Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court, to address the immediate gathering.
Local and absence, Mr. Adish has ordered. I hope I present your sentiments in extending a very hearty welcome to Mr. Apang. It is a special visit for we are concerned, and for him also. He may have visited Delhi umpteen times as Chief Minister earlier, but this time he comes as a special person, special man, who as a beloved of our compatriots residing in Arunachal Pradesh, could stand no more of arm twisting, which the Congress leaders got used to. At one time I also belonged to Congress. I was Congress MLA in '67. And he stood his ground and did the honorable thing that he resigned from the party and then got invited again. The governor rightly accepted the fact that in fact he represents his people and he has the mandate of the people, and which he proved. And therefore, this is a very special visit, and I am glad Mr. Adish gave me the chance to be present this evening for this function. Mr. Apang is very right that this central planning, everything concentrated in Delhi, has made the states helpless in tackling the economic and development problems of the state. For instance, industry is a subject in the Constitution, is a state subject, item 24 of the state subject. Centre has nothing to do with it, except there is a small provision in the Constitution that if Rajya Sabha adopts a legislation that a particular industry is in the national interest, then the Parliament can legislate on it. And that was meant for heavy industry, defense industry, that kind of sensitive industry. And today, even these razor blades, that is a special industry, and nothing is left for the state to deal with on that important subject of industrialization. And therefore, time has come really for decentralization and make India a truly federal state, federal government and federal polity. And I entirely stand by what the Chief Minister said, that if India is to be saved, there has to be a proper defining of the central-state relations and strengthen the states, because if the states are strong, the center will be strong. Like any political party, for instance, if you don't allow leadership to develop in the state, the center will be devoid of good leadership in due course of time, because leaders have to come from the state. So the same is the position regarding the development of the states. Another thing which Chief Minister Mr. Apang perhaps has not hinted at, and about which Arunachal state was very sore, that nothing is being done regarding infiltration from outside, from Bangladesh into the state. And that is a problem all states bordering Bangladesh are facing. I went to Tripura, visited Tripura twice, and went along that border. The border is totally porous. Anybody can come and go anytime, sweetly. And virtually Tripura is flooded by outsiders. Bangladesh, not even from adjoining Indian states. So something has got to be done. It's high time. India can't be a dumping ground. But politicians, as politicians, they want vote. You can settle half of the China and India, they will be very happy if they can vote for them. That is the situation that we are facing, and something serious thinking has got to be done, and you can't every time make the question turn into secularism and communalism when it comes to dealing with the, as it is India is so overpopulated. And therefore, I thought it desirable to mention that fact which Chief Minister perhaps in his wisdom thought not to mention clearly. He is doing wonderful for his state. They were the university up to, education up to university level is free, nowhere in India. And